Hello, every folks, and good morning. Okay, so this is one that I'm hoping somebody might have some additional theories for. So I was testing a bunch of different interactions between stuff like Evanescence and Condemn and whatever else, and found something bizarre. Look at this. So, in this particular instance, right, he uses the glass pumpkin, he uses Evanescence. Bear in mind, Condemn is active in the background, okay? So he gets knocked down, normal 3-count timer, right? Check this out. He uses the glass pumpkin, attacks them both. He's down to 1. Or he's down to 2, sorry. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. I just wanted to make a video of this thing before it wound up, turning out to be a one-off thing or something. But yeah, sure enough, there's some weird interaction here that causes you to actually skip a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and, with this documented, going to go switch over to another thing, because I have a theory. Like, what if we have, let's say, multiple necromancers or multiple undead? I wonder if it can maybe make the count go lower. Because I wasn't expecting to find something this bizarre. Originally, I was hoping to find a weird use for Condemn, or to figure out if there was any link between back attack and daggers. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on to the next test. Alright, so next stage of the test, I brought in 2 necromancers, 2 undead, to see if there's an interaction specifically between, like, undead and Evanescence or something. Like if it interacts with our timer somehow in some way. Okay, so no, he just gets stilled normally. Alright, let's try with Condemn now. Alright, Condemn active. Let's go ahead and see how this behaves now. I got a bit of a theory here as to why that thing might have happened, and if this ends up panning out, then we'll discuss more on that theory to see if it's completely unfounded or not. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, moment of truth. We put up the glass pumpkin. We use our Evanescence. Now the Condemn is active. No, he's just at 2. Okay, that might have just been a weird one-off fluke then. Alright. Let's go ahead and use that pumpkin. I want to see if it's specifically just attacking those 2 then. Like, is it something specific about hitting these 2 in a particular order, I wonder? No, that's still at 3. Huh. Yeah, what the hell was that then? This is weird. Because if this is recreatable, that basically means that there's a way to figure out how to time this. That, maybe there's a way to give yourself a shorter cooldown or a longer cooldown, depending on the situation. But I don't know. Not seeing it yet. What's his counter at? I think that's a 3, but it's hard to tell because he's got that spell strike above his head. Yeah, no, he's just got a 3. Okay, so that's weird. I wonder why the hell it went to 2 just that one time. Huh. Bizarre. Maybe it's some kind of first turn interaction, could be? Okay, let's try resetting it real quick to see if maybe... No, because he went and used it on the first turn. So... So yeah, Condemn is still active. Alright, one more little test here, just to... let's go ahead and give him another turn so we don't have to keep reusing that pumpkin. Okay, so let's try it again. See if maybe it's a timing thing, see if it's something else. Still just 3 in this case. Yeah, what else could possibly have done that? Because there's almost nothing that actually interacts with a countdown timer. So, I assumed it was Condemn, because that was the only thing that was different, but... if it's not doing it again, I don't know. He didn't end up picking up a card. He was deployed to the same tile. There it is again! What the hell is that? That time, like, it isn't the units. It's not the units. I don't know if it's some... What's his recovery time? Okay, so... yeah, let's look right before this. Maybe his recovery time keeps on going? Maybe that's what it is? Well, that wouldn't make sense because he's taking his turn, so... Will that affect their recovery time any? Like, none of these guys are using any kind of reflection abilities, so does it just sometimes glitch out and give you 2 instead of 3? Huh. Alright, well, it is recreatable, whatever the hell is going on here. Also, just to show this here, so Rakes was explaining the mechanics of this a little bit like this, that since they are technically stilled, but they're also still technically alive, Alive. Wow. But since they're technically both at once, that would leave them immune to all, revives and all resurrections and all of that kind of thing. So, like, since they are technically stilled, they can't be hit with animate dead. Since they're technically alive. Since they're technically alive, they can't be hit with consecrate. Since they're technically not incapacitated, despite what the description says, they can't be hurt with condemn, and at the same time can't be revived. So it's basically just a unique combination of existing mechanics is the best way to put that. Anyway, so and for those wondering, like, I don't know whether condemn has any effect on this. This is the first time I've managed to recreate it, obviously, since I just found out that this can happen. So we're going to try to... The next step here is to recreate it without Condemn and see if there's any interaction there. Because if so, Condemn's actually got some pretty useful tech if it's specifically just from this. But let's go ahead and see, just to show that Condemn has no effect on Still, because it's undead, so technically it's the undeath revival state. Let's go ahead and go back before Condemn now, and see if we can... Here, this is before Condemn, right? It's no longer a field effect. No, okay, we're going to have to restart this. So let me restart it real quick. Okay, so can confirm it is not related to Condemn then. So... Okay, so what the hell is this? I guess just randomly rolls a chance to have 2 instead of 3? Like, maybe they roll their next turn instantly on account of how fast they are, because their next turn's already almost up for that second timer. So, I've never seen this happen with an undead unit, which I'd figure probably would have realized after all this freaking time. So, I would assume... Okay, so, can confirm that it's nothing related to Condemn. So, tests for that are still ongoing. But yeah, Evanescence by itself seemingly can immediately tick itself down to 2 ticks under some circumstances. I'm looking for theories on this one then. So originally, this might be a bit of a crackpot idea, but originally I was thinking maybe it was related to, how many users had maybe used Condemn, which doesn't really make sense as a mechanic, but who knows, Condemn is one of those things that's pretty untested, so who knows. Then I figured if it's putting them in an undead state, maybe there's some interaction between undead units. I don't know why that would work, but hey, you never know. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to just, for some factor outside of any of that, turn somebody down to 2 instead of 3. Actually, let's test one more thing. So I'm thinking maybe it's just that their recovery time is so low. That maybe it's just using whatever... Actually, come to think of it, maybe that's what it is. Since they're knocking themselves out, maybe it's just immediately using whatever they've built up over the course of that turn in order to put themselves down to 2. So let's try attacking first, and then see if it puts them down to 2. Like, maybe it just doesn't give them their standard turn recovery time. So we'll attack first, and see if they have approximately about what those daggers were worth of... No? They're still down at 2. I don't know if it's just random chance. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would normally have a random chance associated with it. Their turn speed doesn't seem particularly affected by much of anything. I mean, recovery time-wise, I guess it's vaguely in the ballpark of being that, but it still automatically gave them 1 turn off of their counter. Maybe it's originally only meant to be down to that amount. Alright, let's go ahead and test it a few other ways, see if it does anything different. No, there's still 2 down there. This feels like it's RT related. Let's go ahead and take a... Actually, let's go ahead and take an attack and a long movement, since we seem to have been able to get it on just about every other tile. So, their next turn isn't even on the timeline. We use their Evanescence. Now he's still at 2. Maybe if their RT is under some certain amount, they end up putting themselves in a in the 2 state. That's super weird. Anyway, I'm gonna keep testing this. I gotta go get the kiddos to school. But yeah, any of y'all got any ideas on what might be going on here? Because this is weird. This is a new one. Oh, I love when there's new discoveries. All right. Anyway, we'll be looking for theories. I'll be back later.